Hey guys, my videos are usually funny and relatable, but this time there will be a pinch of sadness. This storytime animation is based on someone who only made a few non-speaking cameos in a couple of my videos, yet meant a lot to me, was a crucial part of my life, and had the most love in the family alongside members like Mom, Dad, and little Andy. Now it is time to give full attention to her. This video is dedicated to my grandmother, Pama. You see, my grandmother passed away recently. It was extremely unfortunate for her, as she was a victim of the harsh disease known as mesothelioma. For a year and a half, the symptoms slowly built up and took her away. But this video won't be a full description of her descent into the afterlife. There are still good life stories within the 20-something years that I've known her. I suppose I should start with her nickname's origin. Grandparents are known to have cute names given by their grandchildren, and as for me, I always called my grandmother Pama. And before anyone guesses, no, it is not because she's my pa's ma. Which, well, she is my dad's mom, but the name's true origin lays on early childhood gibberish. In my early years, Pama was the main adult that I looked forward to seeing. When both my parents were busy, she would take care of me. But this was before her retirement, so she wasn't always available. Instead, Mom would take me to my aunt and cousin's house, which was actually a mini daycare, and every morning I would be all pouty with Mom for not dropping me off at Pama's.
I don't care if I get to build block towers and watch Monsters Inc. and Cat in the Hat from time to time. Not even that DVD of the SpongeBob episode that contains that deleted gasoline scene.
Whoa, they literally had that? Wow. Pama was also the wife of my grandpa Woody, and God rest his soul too, who served in the Navy. Oh, and he had a rockin' mustache. And if you want an idea of what they look like, just imagine Sigourney Weaver and Gary Oldman from the Dark Knight trilogy. Yeah, that's more like it. Uncanny stuff, huh? One of her favorite hobbies was dancing, and I remember her giving her best moves, except I never actually accompanied her to any of her late dance clubs. Hey, I was a little kid, I got bored of places like that. Also, those places were after bedtime, so... She usually thought that music from the 80s to now was garbage. I mean, in all fairness, her personal golden age does contain some of the best, including the king himself, Elvis, who she met, well, actually saw in concert, but it still counts. Give her a song that's old and iconic and she'll party like it's 1999.
Oh lolly 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly 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 lollipop.
Pama was also a master cook. She knew how to make my favorite foods, as discussed in the last story time. She made good beefaroni, pork chops, TV dinners, and most notably, meatloaf. Like I mentioned before, I used to be a picky eater. I would be hesitant to try new things, so she would let me know that if I didn't like the dish, I wouldn't have to eat it. Sounds reassuring, right? But even so...
Well, how is it?
Sorry, but I don't think this is to my liking.
Oh, you damn stupid picky eater!
Don't get me started on her desserts. She knew how to brighten up my birthdays with her chocolate cakes with peanut butter icing. Ooh, so good. My God, I'm allergic to peanuts, but it's worth it. Luckily, her recipes for various cakes were saved in her recipe notebook, but I couldn't find the recipe for her chocolate pudding with skin. It would be very unfortunate if her pudding passed on with her and we'd have only store-bought to eat from now on. So I took matters into my own hands and vowed to keep it alive. I bought all the right ingredients and did the process correctly, and... Probably could use half a cup of sugar instead of 1/3. Aside from that, I think I got it! Success! Yeah, I'm a chef! Kick ass! When it came to hobbies together, we would usually go to places by car, like the bank or a restaurant. She would sometimes take me to school, pick me up at my bus stop. She actually acknowledged modern kids television that I watched, with Tom and Jerry and SpongeBob being prime examples. I could never forget our long walks while going to the post office. The memories were pleasant and sweet. Life with Pama was one that's wanted forever. But one thing to remember is that a lot of things must come to an end. Her last moments were uneventful, yet very sad. Both me and Dad were by her sides, watching her take her last breaths. This was my first experience watching someone pass away. She died on a Saturday night. The main thing I knew about Pama is that she was loving, sweet, smart, and generous. She was not only a great person, but a great mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. I am happy to have had her in my life. The bonding, the meals, the sleepovers. What better things to not forget? She just needed to walk into the room and then everything would be a whole lot better. She was a good conversationalist, as she was funny and pretty snarky too. Because she was a very intelligent and common-sensible being, she didn't take crap from people. She does prove that old people are the greatest, being full of wisdom and experience. Honestly, I wish that she would live to be at least 100. I still feel young, so her passing felt way too early. But life is just too unpredictable to keep things in check. It may feel unfair, but we're only human. I just wish she would have seen me get married to my possible future wife. I mean, she saw my cousins, who are also her grandchildren, get married. I'm the only one left, so who knows if my future bride is legitimate. The main positive about right now is that she is up there and definitely happy. She is no longer suffering, and she's free of anything worse yet to come. Reuniting with previously passed loved ones, dancing to all the best Elvis songs, jogging for the first time in years, eating all the Coney Island chili dogs she wants, and laying on a Hawaiian beach as she always wanted to go to. She is now in paradise, and I'm happy for her. If there's one thing to know for sure, is that while we're sad, she wouldn't want us to be. But keep on living and make the most of it. Thank you, Pama, for everything. Thank you for your love. For that, I love you.